Hi all, welcome to the world of GK for learning general knowledge. Today, let's learn a new topic from biology, that is diseases. In this video, we shall discuss about classification of diseases, some common and important diseases, related facts, etc. Very important for all the competitive exams. So, watch the full video, subscribe and enable the bell icon to get all the notifications. Let's start. Biology. Diseases. First, let's see the definition of disease. Disease is any harmful deviation from the normal, structural and functional state of an organism, generally associated with certain signs and symptoms. This is the definition of disease. The study of diseases, pathology. So, pathology is the study of diseases. Germ theory of diseases was formulated by Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur is a scientist who formulated germ theory of diseases. Germ theory of diseases states that some diseases are caused by microorganisms. Diseases are mainly of two types, congenital and acquired. Now let's see what is congenital disease and what is acquired disease. First, let's see congenital diseases. Congenital diseases are those diseases present at birth. So the diseases present at birth is known as congenital disease. Next is acquired diseases. Diseases those develop after birth. So the diseases that develop after birth is known as acquired diseases. Then acquired diseases can be classified into two types. Again, acquired diseases again classified into communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. So communicable disease is the disease that spread from one person to another. So communicable disease is the disease that spread from one person to another. Example for communicable diseases: influenza, polio, typhoid, measles, mumps, chickenpox, AIDS, tuberculosis. So all these are examples for communicable diseases. Now let's see what is non-communicable disease. Disease that does not spread from one person to another. So, disease that does not spread from one person to another is known as non-communicable disease. For example, asthma and Alzheimer's disease. Asthma and Alzheimer's disease, these are examples for non-communicable disease. Now let's see what is lifestyle diseases. Lifestyle diseases are diseases occurs due to our defective lifestyle. Because of the changes in our lifestyle, we are getting some diseases. That is known as lifestyle diseases. Examples: diabetes, high blood pressure. High blood pressure is known as hypertension. Next, obesity, heart diseases. So, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, heart diseases, all these are examples for lifestyle diseases. Again, we have another classification, that is according to the duration of diseases. So, according to the duration of diseases, it is again classified into two: acute diseases and chronic diseases. What do you mean by acute disease? Acute disease come on rapidly and are accompanied by distinct symptoms that require urgent or short-term care and get better once they are treated. Example: heart attack, flu. So acute disease is a disease that come on quickly and are accompanied by different symptoms and it needs some urgent care, urgent or short-term care. Examples are heart attack and flu. And common cold is also an acute disease. It comes rapidly. And it will be treated within a short period. Next is chronic disease. Chronic disease is long-term diseases with symptoms lasting for months or years. So, these are the diseases lasting for months or years. And examples for chronic disease are cancer, TB, heart disease. TB is nothing but tuberculosis. So, cancer, TB and heart disease, these are examples for chronic diseases. Now, let's see some questions from this session. The disease spread by rat fleas, plague. So, plague is the disease that spread by rat fleas. Next one is disease caused by the bite of a mad dog, rabies. Next question, the most common infectious disease that affects human, that is common cold, and its scientific name is nasopharyngitis. So, nasopharyngitis is nothing but common cold. King of diseases, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is known as king of diseases. And tuberculosis was first discovered by Robert Koch. He discovered tuberculosis bacteria. That bacteria is known as Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It was discovered by Robert Koch. Next question, the uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells. Answer is cancer. Next one, study of cancer, oncology. Study of cancer is known as oncology. Next is type of cancer that develops from bones or muscles, sarcoma. Sarcoma is a type of cancer that develops from bones or muscles. Commonest cancer among females, breast cancer. Diagnostic test of cancer, biopsy. Biopsy is the diagnostic test of cancer. The disease known as Kala Assar or black fever, visceral leishmaniasis. So, visceral leishmaniasis is the disease named Kala Assar or black fever. Typhus is caused by rickettsia. The organism that caused typhus is rickettsia. And it is spread by lice on humans, harvest mites and ticks. All these are small organisms or small insects. So, this typhus is spread by lice on humans, harvest mites and ticks. Typhoid is caused by bacteria named Salmonella typhi. The causative organism for typhoid is Salmonella typhi. It is a bacteria. And typhoid is also known as enteric fever. So, enteric fever is nothing but typhoid. Next is jaundice, characterized by yellow discoloration of skin, white part of eye. So, the yellow discoloration will be there in the skin and also in the sclera of eye and mucous membrane because of high bilirubin level. So, because of high bilirubin level in our blood, our skin, mucous membrane and our sclera will get that yellow color. That is jaundice. Now, let's see about genetic diseases. First, let's see about hemophilia. Hemophilia is sex-linked inheritance. hemophilia has a sex-linked inheritance and a disorder in which blood does not clot normally. So, in hemophilia, blood does not clot normally. This condition is typically caused by hereditary lack of a coagulation factor and most common factor VIII. So, usually this hemophilia occurs due to the lack of either factor VIII or factor IX. This factor VIII, factor IX, all are clotting factors. So, this is a disorder in which blood does not clot normally. So, continuous bleeding will be there and it will take more time to clot the blood. So, in usual cases, it will be because of the deficiency of clotting factor VIII. That is hemophilia. Next one is sickle cell anemia. It is an inherited red blood cell disorder in which there aren't enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout our body. So, in this case, there will not be enough healthy red blood cells because we should have enough red blood cells in order to carry oxygen throughout our body. In this case, there will be lack of healthy red blood cells. That's why, and this is an inherited disorder. And in sickle cell anemia, red blood cells are shaped like sickles or crescent moon. That's why it got that name, sickle cell anemia. The RBC will be a sickle shape or crescent moon shape. Next one is color blindness. Is the decreased ability to see color or differences in color. That is color blindness. Color blindness, the person who is having color blindness, they cannot differentiate the color or they cannot differentiate some color, or some people they cannot even identify the colors. So let's see what are the types of color blindness. First, the most common type is red-green color blindness. In this case, the persons cannot identify red color and green color. They cannot identify these two colors, red and green. Other types are blue-yellow color blindness. In blue-yellow color blindness, the person cannot identify blue and yellow color because they get confusion with blue and green and they get confusion with yellow and red. So they cannot identify whether blue color is blue or green, like that they get confusion, or if they see yellow color they get confused whether it is yellow or red, like that they will get confused. Next is total color blindness. In total color blindness, they cannot identify any colors because all the color will be in blurred and they cannot identify any colors properly. So next one is Huntington's disease. Huntington's disease is an inherited condition in which nerve cells in the brain break down over time. So Huntington's disease is an inherited condition and in which nerve cells in the brain break down over time. So because of this nerve cell breakdown, the patient may have walking disability and some mental confusion, like that many problems will be there. So that's all about today's topic. Hope you understood the video. If you understood, like, comment, subscribe and share. Thank you.